I've been planning on doing this video to show you how to create a Discord bot for Stint Analyzer for a while. It's just taking me longer than I planned on. So this is kind of a quick walkthrough of how to set up a bot on your Discord server. First thing to note is you must be the owner of the Discord server before you can add a bot to it. To complete these next steps, you will need Stint Analyzer open and also an internet browser. To begin the setup, you want to navigate your browser to the following URL. You may be prompted to sign in. This will be your Discord user ID and password. Next, we want to click New Application. We will give this application a name. In this case, we're going to call it Stint Analyzer. You can make it anything you want, but that helps identify what the bot is for. Now we're going to click the copy button for the client ID. Now we'll open Stint Analyzer and go to the Discord setup. We will click Enable Discord Integration and we'll paste the Discord client ID into the field. Now we want to navigate to the Bot tab on the website and click Add Bot. Next, we need to copy the token from the bot and paste it into the Stint Analyzer Discord setup under the Discord bot token. This next step is where we actually invite the bot to our server. You'll go to the OAuth2 tab, and under Scopes you want to click Bot. Next, you'll need to give your bot certain permissions. The minimum required permissions are view channels, send messages, embed links, and attach files. If you want them to be able to mention everyone, you'll need to include that or use external emojis or add reactions. You could add those as well. After giving the bot all its permissions, you will now invite the bot to your Discord server. To do this, scroll up. Under the scopes, there's a URL. You will copy and paste this into your web browser. Once you copy and paste the URL into your web browser, it'll prompt you to ask where you want the bot to be added to, or what Discord server do you want this bot to be added to. If you have multiple Discord servers, you'll have to select which one you want it to. On your Discord server, you should notice that the bot is now a new user in your Discord server, and it'll be labeled with a bot ID over the side. Now open up Stint Analyzer. Click Save on the Discord setup. You'll notice the screen closing. And then after a few seconds, the Discord icon at the bottom will say Connecting. And once it's connected, it'll turn blue, and that means it is connected to your server. Now we need to go back into the Discord setup to select the channels and enable all the options for the Discord server. There are a couple of options to enable on the Discord setup. If you want to allow attachments to be sent to your Discord server, you can click Allow Discord to send attachments. Prompt before sending attachments, that'll give you a box that says yes or no that I want to send attachments. Send race updates will send updates of how your race is progressing during a live session. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the different types of Discord channels. You have a voice channel, a text channel, and you also have categories. For the Discord status update channel, this can only be a text channel. What we do for our team is we have one channel that we set up for all Discord updates. It'll tell us when a driver is joining a session, when their race is starting, how they qualified, and then give an update throughout the race of what position they're in and who the leader is. Then at the very end of the race, it'll give an update of how they finished and a link to the results. So here we're going to select the race update channel for the status updates. Next we'll talk about the attachments channel. You have a couple of choices. You can select all, and that'll give you a list of all the channels each time you do an attachment, or you can select a category or a specific text channel. The way we use the category is we set up a category called setups, for example, and then put each track underneath it. Then as we're running, if we decide that we want to upload the data to that specific track folder, we can select it when we're prompted and make it go to the specific folder. But this also limits which ones that you can actually send the attachment to, because you can only send it to a channel that's under that category. But you can also check it to change it to all, and that'll let you select all text channels. If you select a category, you always get a prompt that asks you which folder that you want to upload the data to. Also, we need to make sure that we enable all the options on the Discord setup screen. We want to allow send attachments. Do we want it to prompt before we send an attachment? Send race updates. And those things can be turned on and off depending on how you want to use the software. So now it's time to test our bot, make sure everything is working. We're going to click send test message, and we'll go over here to our server, and we'll see that our test message was sent and it was put in our iRacing updates channel. We're going to do a send attachment. And notice it prompts for which folder we want. Since we selected a category, it'll only show the folders that are underneath that one category. We can click yes and go back to our Discord server, and we'll see that it sent an attachment to that folder. If those messages are sent successfully, then you've got your bot set up. The way that you can send some data to the server is after you've run some laps, you can either take a screenshot, and that'll send a screenshot to one of your Discord channels, or if you export the data, you have the option of also sending that data to a channel. Also, while you're running a race, whenever you start up a session, it'll say, hey, so-and-so has started a session at this track, and then during a race session it'll tell where they qualified, how they are progressing, depending on the interval that you have set up on the Discord setup screen. It'll send it on timed intervals. I recommend setting it to 10 minutes or so because you don't want to spam your Discord server, but I did set a minimum at 5, so you can send an update every 5 minutes if you'd like, but just remember you might be getting on everyone else's nerves doing that. But then at the end of the race it'll say where you finished, and also give you a link to the iRacing results page. So hopefully this helps. The documentation that is under the help screen also is a good way to help set this up, because there's some screenshots and things and a little more detail in it. Last thing, I'd like to thank those guys that have donated towards this project. I appreciate it very much. I hope you're finding it useful and a time saver. I know there's other things out there like VRS and Motec that give you a lot more detailed information, but this was something that I hoped would help others and encourage practicing and before you get into a race to see how you're doing against others on the long run. Thanks again for watching, and see you on the track.